My original title for the film was Collateral Damage. Collateral damage is the unintended consequence of waging war. And from a certain perspective, there's a war going on. It seems to be a war between the super rich, Wall Street, and the mega banks, and the people. You have been evicted. Yavapai County Sheriff's Office. Notice, well, this is my first experience of foreclosure. The house you can see behind us was ours until very recently.
Hi, I'm Connie, Andrew's partner in Cops and Robbers versus the People, the death and rebirth of the American dream. The American dream is something of a very high truth, and it's been corrupted by our fear and our greed, resulting greed.
I have 5 business days in which to take some kind of action that will stop this thing from proceeding to foreclosure.
And you don't have the income to pay this thing back anyway. We know you can't pay us back. So you pay us money, and after a while we'll foreclose against you, and then we'll own your house.
Our homes were the conduit used to siphon the guts out of America and the rest of the world financially.
On July the 15th, we got a notice on our door giving us a 3-day notice to quit.
They're not right. They're not in the right, and yet they have the guns.
They don't know who owns the loans, and they don't care.
Well, as you can see, it gets pretty scary. It's as though a monster has eaten America, a monster called Wall Street.
The foreclosure catastrophe that's happening right now, with millions of people losing their homes, to me, is a setup. It's a setup for us now to take hold and really take the American dream to its highest place.
A sampling of the heroes: attorneys Neil Garfield from Arizona, April Charney from Florida, Matt Wiedner from Florida, Max Gardner from North Carolina, Jeff Barnes from Utah, Senator Marcy Kaptur from Ohio, Senator Dick Durbin from Illinois, Senator Bernie Sanders from Vermont, Senator Jeff Merkley from Oregon, Senator John Tester from Montana, Harvard law professor Catherine Porter, Georgetown law professor Adam Levitin, bank regulator and University of Michigan law professor William Black, Rolling Stone writer Matt Taibbi, filmmakers Michael Moore, Danny Schechter, and many more. No matter how bad things may look, I have this saying, the worse it looks, the better it is, because there's a balance in the universe, and at the moment it appears that things are extraordinarily out of balance. Connie and I have lost almost everything. I like to say we've lost everything except each other and our minds. Here we are, basically living on raw trust, knowing that it's okay, knowing that no matter what happens, knowing that whether or not we get to keep this very house that we're sitting in right now in Sedona, Arizona, if we keep it, it will mean that we have prevailed in a very tricky legal system. And if we lose it, we also have to trust that that's okay, because our job is to be on the road documenting this situation. Our job is to be out there seeking the truth. Our job is to be out there presenting a vision.
If the American people ever allow private banks to control the issue of their currency, first by inflation, then by deflation, the banks and the corporations that will grow up around them will deprive the people of all property until their children will wake up homeless on the continent their fathers conquered. Thomas Jefferson, 1802.
This is an optimistic film because we here at Cameron Baxter Films are optimists. I think one of the really special things about this film is the fact that just ordinary people turn out to be anything but ordinary. These folks who you wouldn't expect it. They're not lawyers or senators, they're just homeowners.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We can't thank you enough. Andrew and I have been working for so long and so hard to bring these ideas to the table for humanity to actually use in their lives. And now is the time for us to use the ideas that are in the Constitution, that are in the Declaration of Independence, and here's the film to instigate that.